All right, folks, we are back. And as always, we got the big man. How we doing, Big Rob?
What's going on, Tom?
Not much, my man. It is gorgeous out.
It is nice. This morning was perfect.
Dude, last night got down into the low 60s. Windows were open. Only the first floor, though. Otherwise, again, the allergies going nuts. They've been good for like 3 days now. Up until last week's pod, Rob, I've been literally in dire need, like a straight up COVID patient. Finally, it's calmed down. So cross our fingers here. But yeah, the weather, dude, it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been great. I was jealous. My cousin sent a text message from they're playing a golf outing at Odyssey this morning, and they had the whole setup going. I was a little jealous.
Oh yeah, this morning was probably like a little windbreaker-esque.
Yeah, taking the kids to school this morning was definitely had a sweatshirt on, but it was definitely prime golf weather.
Oh yeah. Speaking of golf, Rob, did you get out last week?
I got out on Monday. I played the Preserve at Oak Meadows for the first time, and dude, it was. Our office used to be in Elmhurst, and so it wasn't too far from it, and never knew anything of it. And makes you kind of jealous it's on the north side schedule because It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was target golf, but yet, it wasn't like if you played smart, it was great. I mean, holes, the undulation, just the routing. It was, I mean, their clubhouse. I mean, holy shit. Like everything about that place. I mean, I think they had like a chemical spill problem around the greens on some of the holes, but it really was like, it was only on the fringe and it wasn't the end of the world. I mean, it wasn't like every single hole. It felt it was only a couple holes, but what a great like layout, dude. What an awesome course. A little bit of everything. Like it didn't always have to play driver off the tee, which I always like because that's like, that's my least favorite club, but it was a great time.
Yeah. I'm glad you got out there. The Preserve, I was going to say, super fun routing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, a little mix of everything. Super jealous. It is on the north side, but luckily we've had it on our schedule for the last 2 years. I can't believe that's the first time you played it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so it was Monday, so they charged, weekend rates, but so it was like $75 to walk, but I would gladly pay that to play there than some other courses, around me over here. But,
because it was a holiday, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right.
And it wasn't bad. It was like 4 hour, like a little over 4 hour round, but, and we had some like ass hats in front of us. They're like two groups of probably younger dudes to the point where I was dying laughing because the one guy must have got so mad at his playing partner that he took his bag off the cart and just started carrying and walking on his own. I mean, I was dying laughing. And I mean, I've never seen so many club tosses in my life from this one dude. It started on like hole 4 too, like 4 all the way through 18. He just constantly tossed clubs. The one thing that did irritate me was the kid. It was a par 5 on the back 9. It was the first par 5, I think. I forgot what hole that was, but he must have like had a shitty putt. He just took out the flag stick and he like fucking dug it into the green. It was just like, come on, dude. God.
You should have yelled.
I hit up on him. I mean, it was just such a shitty thing.
That's a super shitty thing. And and this is coming from a former / maybe sometimes current club tosser.
Yeah.
You could throw clubs and do that and swear or whatever. Yeah. You kind of look like an asshole / psychopath, but like, just don't fuck up the course when you're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, it was uncalled for. And I was just like, but that was the only gripe. But I think they're pretty sauced up by the end of the round. They looked like I mean, I don't know how much money they're playing for, but it looked like, they were getting frustrated with each other, like cart wise, friends wise. So that was kind of funny. But no, yeah, it was a great course. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. Speaking of that chemical spill, I've been tracking that. Obviously the Facebook group, Chicago Golfers. Oh yeah. They've been all over it. Guys just bitching about it. Saying how chewed up it was. That's with every course though. Literally.
I mean, it's the end of the season.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like, dude, these neighborhood Facebook groups, like Moms of Mount Greenwood or Moms of Darien, they're all ridiculous. Like, I saw a coyote today, or, there's fireworks going on.
Right.
get a fucking life, go for a walk. And that's what this golf group has turned into. It's like, well, Stonewall or the Preserves number 3 tee box was all chewed up and beat up. And it's like, dude, what do you expect?
Yeah. I mean, it's a holiday weekend. It's
right.
And I said it wasn't every hole. I mean, the first hole was bad, but that was the back of the green. I mean, it literally wasn't every hole. I mean, fairway wise and, other conditions, it was perfectly fine. Just a couple beat up, fringes, which whatever, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Right. And for $75, sure, I'd pay it again to play it like that.
Absolutely.
How about you?
No, I've not been out. Wait, no, I lied. Yeah, I've been out since our pod. We played COG 2, the Ravines, for event 10. Mm-hmm. Went okay. The course was in great shape.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's good.
So I remember last year I gave COG a lot of heat, only because last year we had a lot of rain prior to the event. And by the time we played it, COG was smoked, man. It was in really bad shape last year in terms of ball marks, on the greens. This year, it was in great shape. Don't get me wrong. Here and there, there's some greens with ball marks, but like I said, that should be expected. COG 2 was in awesome shape. And
that's great.
Yeah. Speaking of layout, I tend to give COG just a little bit of shit, only because I don't think Dubs is what it used to be, and what they're charging is preposterous. But for a layout and for a course that has awesome routing, I think you don't find a better value around here than COG number 2.
Yeah, there's some fun holes. I mean, if you're, it just cracks me up sometimes what you pay for, and the carts don't even. I walk, so it doesn't matter. But if you get a cart and there's no GPS, I think that's kind of ridiculous at this time. Like where we're at in golf, like you're paying for what the Ravines on Dub's side, and you're not. The cart has no GPS. That's weird to me,
dude. They got GPS.
Wait, do they?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I take back my statement. Then I apologize.
Yeah, they got. I don't know if they're new, but now that you mentioned that, I just thought about it. Yeah, they got GPS, and like I said, like I just think that course is so fun. The different tee shot, or the different tee box elevations, and just something about it's. If I had to say, just where like the boxes were set up for our event, it was definitely set up for like somebody that draws the ball.
I was hole 5. I hate hole 5.
They had a lot of tucked tee boxes, but just in general, I just find that place to be a very fun, golf course. It's definitely not boring. You get a kind of a different look each hole, but yeah, it was a good time. I was just happy to get the round in.
Yeah,
and actually in the next 2 hours, I'm playing the playoff round at Silver Lake South Course.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a beautiful day for it.
Not that windy. Should be good.
Yeah, although the back, Rob, it's in dire need. My back, that is, not.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, we had a little injury. As I'm talking about it, it's not good. So
I mean, it sucks getting old, plain and simple.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been going on for like the last 2 weeks on and off, and then 2 days ago it happened again, and even like just coughing, like it got to the point where I was like frozen. I was stiff. I like basically felt paralyzed. I couldn't move. So today's going to be real interesting. I might be swinging it 70% and just kind of.
Yeah, you just take those easy swings. Perfect for South, and just keep it right down the middle.
Yeah, it obviously it's an important round though, and it's going to be an official round. So hoping everything goes as what is planned. And
who are you getting out there with?
I'm playing with T and B Harrigan. So yeah, it's going to.
They haven't a test for you before, have they?
No, neither of them have. Always good to play with those guys too.
Oh, yeah.
Both pretty good players. They're both lefties too, so that's always fun.
Oh, really? They're both lefties?
Yeah, both lefties.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
So, looking forward to that. Hopefully, I can make it to championship day. Speaking of, Rob, the North and the West are about to finish up event 10 come tomorrow,
Yep.
then you guys actually don't. You guys have a week off. You don't start your playoff until
The West Side,
yeah, the West Side until what, the 17th?
Yeah, 17th, I believe.
Yeah, and then the North starts their playoff the Saturday. So it's coming down to the home stretch, Rob. Getting a lot of emails, a lot of Slack messages. Hey, can you send me a testers? Hey, who qualifies for the playoff championship? Although that email was sent out, but it's cool. Everybody's fired up. Playoff time, championship time is always a good time.
Yeah, so, I mean, Southside, a lot of low scores so far.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of good golf.
Yeah, Silver Lakes. So we're playing from, I believe, the Blues, which is only like 64, and it's only a par 70. So it is a shorter course, but there's sneaky undulation on the South course if you're in some bad spots.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, like I said, prior to, Silver Lakes is always in great shape. Expected to be today. Can't ask for better weather. So I'm super pumped. So hopefully I'm as pumped as I am right now next week when we talk. And hopefully I can.
Sure, yeah, right.
So other than that, Rob,
did you watch any of the LIV?
I did not. Caught highlights of it, but didn't catch the actual live stream on YouTube. I still have yet to do that. It's been catching a lot of heat lately.
Yeah, I found myself, we're in the trust tree, but I got sucked into it all weekend, to be honest with you. Yeah. Sunday, I watched the majority of it. I mean, I just miss DJ playing, dude. I fucking love DJ. Like, you think so it was entertaining. I got sucked in. I could put it on mute and watch it fine and not have to listen to anybody talk because they're just absolutely terrible. But no, it was cool to see. I mean, obviously there's no other, the KFT finals are on, but yeah, I just got sucked into the whole DJ thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, so they obviously had their probably their biggest tournament ending or finale last week with the DJ win in the playoff. And you finally got to see the whole shotgun start thing come to fruition and what it could be. And it definitely has some merit with that ending. Yep. But yeah, I mean, I miss DJ too. Great playoff. I mean, he rattled that Eagle home.
That was long gone at that.
That thing was smoked, but yeah, good for him. But in terms of catching heat lately, I mean, it's just been, I feel like it's gotten old at this point. Rory and Billy Ho have been extremely outspoken about it, especially at the presser yesterday with Rory, making the same old joke again, like, hey, if they're there on Sunday, they might not be, aware that it's
right.
Yeah, that's like, come on, man, that joke stinks and it's old. But yeah,
Shane Lowry, his interview 2 days ago was pretty fucking good.
I didn't see Shane's. What did he have to say?
Basically, just like what Rambo was saying, like people taking spots, but obviously Sergio and them, he doesn't have a problem with. But basically, he said there's some people he'll shake their hand, there's some people he won't shake hands with, type deal thing. So he was So
remember like 2 months ago, I believe I said, like, I wonder how this is going to change in terms of like, golfer relationships. And if it's going to be like, well, hey, that guy's not on our tour anymore.
Right.
You're starting to see it, which I get. But then again, like, I think guys are definitely choosing sides. Like Gooch, I get. And he's really the only guy that I've read up on who's taken a spot. Other than that, like Billy Ho comes off like he's been playing the DP tour for 20 years. He hasn't. This is like his 5th or 6th event.
Right.
And that's what Pulse was saying. But then Rory's saying, like, those Euro guys that have been playing the DP for a while, like, yeah, obviously, they're more than welcome. I mean, when's the last time, Rory even played in a DP outing, an event?
I mean, obviously, probably the Rolex Series or maybe the Scottish Open. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But there's definitely, you could see some mixed feelings there amongst players. you obviously had the Pulse and the Billy Ho
the putting green
on the putting green. Yeah, it looked like they were having a talk. Even the caddy was like, "I'm out of here." So yeah, I'm sure there's tensions are high right now, which I think is a good thing for events moving forward, like the President's Cup and the Ryder Cup. Like, I think this is all just going to fuel that.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, LIV, it has been, it has been talked about a lot in the last week, ever since that playoff win by DJ. Obviously, we have Rich Harvest coming up. So it's been in the media a lot. And that's, with a grain of salt, only because the PGA Tour, kind of just ended. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to catch a LIV event here shortly, like a full weekend.
Yeah.
And catch the stream. To your point, like I think the stream of it, the commentary, if it's on mute, I could just watch it. It's just golf.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, Rob?
Yeah, just, North and West scores, if you're listening to this on Friday, they're due tonight at 9. But yeah, like you said, we're at the end of it. Time to for the playoffs and the championship. So I'm pretty pumped up about that.
Yep. And then again, a reminder for North and West playoff, got to play with a guy that has not attested to your score this year. If you need a list of your testers, shoot us an email. I'll send you that list. We are working on a feature for next year so that you guys are able to see visibly on the website who you've already used as an attester. And like I said, that's something we're working on for next year. So, but to recap the regular season, Rob, a quick shout out to the Southside Tour flight champions. And in A flight, we got Darren Hinkle. In B flight, Jeff Magursky. C flight, Burke Sullivan. D flight, Dan Zielinski. E flight, Samuel Pollock. So congrats to those regular season Southside Tour flight champions. Not only does it, making it to the event is one thing, Rob. Playing pretty good, solid golf all year long is another thing. That's hard to do. So congrats to those guys. Like I said, we're looking forward to, seeing who advances here in the playoff. And then it's championship day at Ruffle Feathers, big guy.
I'm pumped for that, for you guys for that. I'm pumped for our championship. I'm ready for the playoffs, man. I'm ready to play, get out there and play. So, in fact, I think it's kind of funny. My daughter's school, their golf outing fundraiser is at Seven Bridges in the middle of the playoff. So,
really,
I think I'm going to be able to get a practice round out there.
Ooh, do a little scouting.
Yeah. Do a little scouting. So,
speaking of scouting, Rob, we got a nice little email probably about 4 or 5 days ago from Mr. Phil Lenz out at Bartlett Hills GC. Rob and I have never played Bartlett Hills. Basically, Phil reached out saying, "Hey, I'd love to have you guys out here next year." He claims that the course is in great shape right now, so he actually wanted us to come out for a fall round. But for listeners, if anybody's played Bartlett Hills GC, leave a comment, shoot us a DM, let us know how Bartlett is. But that's sort of the stuff that we enjoy seeing is, obviously for the first couple of years we've had to, kind of grind and contact these courses. It's nice to see that courses are starting to contact us, Rob, and say, "Hey, we appreciate what you guys are doing. We would love to have you," kind of thing.
That's the partners we're looking for, my man.
That's it. So moving on, Rob, we're going to jump right in. We don't have picks this week because we are doing this podcast a little late, although T did send me the BMW picks. So I do appreciate that, T. But unfortunately, that event started. So we're going to jump right in to the top 3. Are you ready for the top 3, Rob?
I'm ready for the top 3. I'm kind of, we're at the end of golf. I think we've covered pretty much all the top 3s of golf we can cover. Kind of been on this route of outside of golf. So, we talked about fall and everything like that, but my kids have been big into candy so far. So what are your top 3 candies?
Ooh, are we talking just general candy?
General candy, just general candy.
So I'm more of like a sweet sour guy opposed to chocolate. I like to mix in a little bit of chocolate. Not a huge candy guy. I do get little, you know, little kicks here and there where I'm like, I'm going to the dollar store and just get $20 worth of candy. And that's how my wife was when she was pregnant. So that's how this came up. But interesting. I'll go number 3 hole. I'll go the Chewy Airheads. You know, the Chewy Airheads.
Oh yeah.
They have like the hard exterior shell, but the soft inside.
Remember taking the old Airheads and.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love a good old school Airhead, but these new Airhead bites are insane. Number 2, I'll throw in a chocolate for you, and I'm going old school, Rob. I'm a big caramel fan, if you haven't noticed. So I'm going with the old school chocolate bar. What is it? I forgot. The Carmelo?
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Or the Carmella.
Okay.
Not Carmelo, like Carmelo Anthony. I think it's the Carmella. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And then number 1, I would probably have to go with, I'll give you 2 variations because they're kind of similar, but like a Sour Patch Kids / the sour rope straws.
Really?
Or the Sour Punch bites. They're all relatively the same.
Sure.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm a big kind of proponent of like sour chewy opposed to like, what were they? The Warheads. Those things were terrible.
Oh. Yes.
How about you?
I think I'm going all chocolate for you, man. Do you remember those Rolos?
Oh yeah.
Love Rolos are in the 3 hole. 2 hole would have to be frozen Reese's cups.
Yes. On the golf course.
On the golf course or at home when you're sitting down, whatever floats your boat. And then number 1, I'm a huge fan. I remember when we were at De La Salle, the math teacher would to raise money, we'd have like basically a whole desk full of candy that you could buy candy bars, right? And then half would go to charity or whatnot. But he always had 100 grand. Love 100 grand. That's my number 1.
100 grands are awesome. If you like 100 grands, try the fast break. Have you ever had that?
No, I have not.
Ooh, it's a good one. It's made by Reese's. It's like 100 grand, a Snickers, and like a Kit Kat mixed in one.
Oh dear Lord!
Yeah, try the fast break. They're really good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, actually, Dairy Queen has a fast break Blizzard. I don't know if I've had it, but they have it.
Have you hit Culver's this week for some cement mixers?
No. Actually, the last ice cream I had was last night, and it was a Haagen-Dazs.
Oh.
I got the big old box. You know the original Haagen-Dazs with
yeah.
7-Eleven. Yeah, so I got those stored in the freezer. I had one last night.
There you go.
After, a bowl of cereal. Speaking of, Rob, I think I found a great concoction. This has been going on for like 2 months. So you obviously know I'm a big Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy, right?
I just had a bowl this morning. Yeah.
So like I said, a couple months ago, I decided to mix Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Honey Bunches of Oats. And it is ridiculous. It is so good. There's something about the honey, the cinnamon, the oats. It's phenomenal.
You're just sitting there with 2 cereal boxes.
Correct.
Is it 50-50?
It's probably, it's probably 60-40 cinnamon toast to 40 honey bunches of oats. And it was phenomenal, man. So that's been my thing lately. And then, I took a little break. We were watching some tube and I said, hey, how about an ice cream bar? You want an ice cream bar? Unfortunately, the wife declined. I still had one. But yeah, that's the top 3, Rob.
That's awesome, man. Well, good luck on your round later today.
I appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you in the fairway, buddy.
See you in the fairway, dude.
See you, buddy.